She's been trolling me about food and eating and calling me big back mentally over years. I think I got a lawsuit. Not only could you say she's a liar, but if you want to not like her music, if you want to talk about her distastefully, like people talk about me consistently, and I don't sue, that is also fair. You're a public figure. Toughen up, Cookie.
All right, y'all. So we got DJ Akademiks reacting to Megan Thee Stallion winning her defamation lawsuit against Milagro Gramz. Let's see what Ak had to say. Y'all better like the video. You better subscribe. Let's get it.
Tory Lanez video with the horse foot being chopped up and it re-traumatized her. How do you think I felt when I seen Megan Thee Stallion cooking a struggle meal for that bench player Klay Thompson? I can't even look at food the same no more, chat. Chat. I told you I have this lawsuit waiting. Because bullying is not only one way. And that's what Meg would like for you to think. That she's innocent and she's never said things to offend others. She's been trolling me about food and eating and calling me big back mentally over years. I think I got a lawsuit. But I was waiting for this one to conclude. I wanted to see the result. Because while some people just hate Tory, or some people just love Meg, they forget that what you're trying to endorse is a few things. That media can't have independent commentary, opinions, or stances that may even disagree with, let's say, what happens in a courtroom. Yes, they're supposed to bring you what happens in a courtroom, but they could say, no, we actually don't believe that. That didn't sound believable. Now, again, I'm not speaking on a deepfake video. I always thought that something is indefensible. I'm not here to defend Milagro in a deepfake video, but I've always been about understanding, are we all public personas here? It's not like we're speaking on her, I don't know if she has a sister or brother. We're not speaking on like private family members here. We're speaking on a public figure. So as she claims she's been bullied, and she's been saying that Tory is paying people, which is very, well, I don't know about anybody else. I can only speak for me. If she could convince people that she's being bullied when she has the biggest platforms of everybody, add me, Joe Budden, even Aiden Ross, add all our Instagram followers together, and you still don't equal what she has on Instagram. But according to the people who love and want her to be seen as a victim, Megan Thee Stallion says only she could be bullied. She can't bully other people. I felt bullied when she told me to take my, what'd she say? Take your big ass on somewhere. Holy. So I felt when I walked to the kitchen next time, I was ashamed. I didn't eat for weeks. I opened the fridge, and when I looked in the fridge, even though the people around me was noticing that it was mentally affecting me, so they got a lot of salads, healthy things, green juices. I thought I was in LA. When I opened the fridge, because of the lack of sleep that I experienced, because of the mental trauma that Meg caused me by calling me big, all I felt I saw was Haagen-Dazs and Breyers. By the way, I got offered, this is actually facts, I got offered to do a food testing or tasting, like experience. I didn't want to buy into the meme that Meg Thee Stallion propagated. I lost out on hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. So I thought I had a case. Now, let me not drag this any more than I have. Why am I saying this now? I'm saying this now because currently I'm starting to reconsider if I should go forward with this. Why? In meeting with my lawyers, and I've been shout shout out to Quinn Emanuel, but I'm using Quinn Emanuel type lawyers. We're not getting the rinky dinks. We're legit over here. They have quoted me in the six-figure ballpark for us to take this on. Now, I was down, and I'm still down to pursue it, but after seeing Meg Thee Stallion spend about $2 million, and if you haven't heard the final number, she was awarded $59,000. I've sent the text to the team, let's pump the brakes, because I'm a lot of things. I might be annoying. I might be loudmouth. I might be fat, but I definitely ain't stupid, and I definitely won't spend $2 million to go get $59,000. I am rethinking my litigation versus Meg Thee Stallion in light of her misstep. She thought she was going to break the bank. She was going to get $30 million from someone that didn't have it. She was awarded $59,000. I'm not going to lie to you. If I was in Milagro's position, that $75K, or what would they put it, the $59K, nigga, I would have made $1 million off of the trial. So it's like, sure, let's do it. What if that doesn't, you sued the least on the totem pole of creators who have criticized you. To, if you're saying it's about to prove a point, I guess maybe it's to prove a point to smaller creators. What do you think that does to me? I give no fucks. You think that you think that shit like, oh, Akademiks is shaking? Wait, even the jury agrees that you don't deserve. You wanted 30 million, you got 59,000. Wait, that's supposed to deter me? You know how you deter somebody? You sue the biggest and get $300 million owed to you, and nobody else will do shit. You know what that says? First of all, I don't know Milagro's finances, but Milagro, baby girl, I hope you made more than 59,000 on. Yo, when that case was going on, I had 80,000 people watching me when the verdict came down. We was busting. So, and Milagro was doing content as well. With all due respect, that 59,000, again, I look at that whole case, and the only takeaway for me is she wasn't held liable for defamation. There's no point here. I know some people love Meg. There's no point here. There's nobody in the media that is backing up Milagro for posting or alluding to a fake video of Meg getting not one. None of us is standing behind it. What we're all standing behind is that if we think Meg's a liar, we could say she's a liar. Not only could you say she's a liar, but if you want to not like her music, if you want to talk about her distastefully, like people talk about me consistently, and I don't sue, that is also fair. You're a public figure. Toughen up, cookie. That's the point. That's what we cared about, okay? Her issue isn't that she wanted justice. Did she get justice? I would believe that if you get someone incarcerated for 10 years, you got justice. So Tory is locked up. And no matter who cares if everybody's saying, or not everybody, but there's a group of people saying free Tory, or they feel he was wrongly incarcerated. The point is he's incarcerated. You got justice. He shot you in your final opinion or your final story, and he's incarcerated for shooting you. What more do you want? It's never been just about justice. It's about sympathy and trying to get some Cinderella type of love to propel a career that's really, it's like a treadmill. You're running in place, you're going nowhere. She wants everybody to f with her. She wants to be Rihanna post the Chris Brown thing. The reality is you're not likable. For whatever reason, they're not picking you, shorty. They don't believe you're some sympathetic figure. It could have to do with mad different reasons. They've seen you with 10 dudes in a year. They think you're a certain type of person. They feel like whatever it is, they're not picking you.
All right, so you got Akademiks posting the court documents saying that Megan Thee Stallion was trying to get $30 million from Milagro Gramz. Now, let's be realistic. We know a lot of the times when people are doing these lawsuits, they always set it to some high number they don't expect to get. But I do think Megan was hoping to get Milagro on a similar judgment that we saw Tasha K get. And we'll get back to that in a second. But look, once again, for the people in the back, nobody agrees with how Milagro Gramz handled the deepfake situation, but the defamation lawsuit wasn't strong. If you want to say the defamation lawsuit was strong, then you have to agree with DJ Akademiks talking about why he was going to sue Megan Thee Stallion. But you know what I saw on the internet when Ak said this? Oh, you always been big. Megan did nothing wrong. But let somebody have said that about Megan, y'all fans would have been livid, upset. Go sue him too. Megan has talked about people. In this female rap game, come on, y'all. We gonna act like this is some peaceful environment with all these female rappers and they don't take shots at each other. I saw Blueface talking about that story that he told when he hooked up with Megan Thee Stallion, allegedly, after the Tory situation, and they had a little, interaction. And the first thing I thought to myself was, is Megan gonna sue DJ Vlad and Blueface? Because Blueface says that's the truth. And that she gave him mouth to mouth. So are you gonna sue him? And that's my thing. If you believe anything besides the deepfake situation was a concrete defamation lawsuit for Megan Thee Stallion, you're just a delusional fan. And it's okay. I still love you. You can still come to my channel. And I hate to even get into this, so I'm not going to talk about this for a long time. I want to move on. But do y'all think getting on the internet, being a commentator, being a celebrity, being a rapper, being an actor, do you feel like it's all sunset and roses? Do you feel like people don't say negative things about people? Are we going to get to a point where if I do a music review, somebody's going to sue me? Because some of y'all fans, that's the way y'all act when it comes to y'all favorite celebrity suing somebody for a weak defamation case. It's not enough that these people make all the money in the world. It's not enough that they don't understand the struggles that we struggling with when it comes to everything is high as hell. Money ain't spreading the way it used to. But y'all sitting there living in this world where we all trying to make $1 and y'all worshiping the almighty celebrity and praying for them to get more money while you continue to get less. And that doesn't mean because she's a celebrity, she should just get blatantly attacked. But y'all, I don't understand what y'all think comes with this. It's a price for everything. If you want to say the Illuminati and all that stuff is real, that's cool. But for fame, the price is people are going to have an opinion. That's the price. Nobody's going to always like your music video, your commentary, your YouTube video, your stream. That's what comes with it. And a lot of people in media felt like this really was about Milagro disagreeing with the Megan and Tory situation. And once again, that doesn't let Milagro off the hook for the deepfake situation and how she handled it. Y'all see, I'm not talking about all these people on the internet who say, what about the person who made the deepfake? Milagro shouldn't have touched it. Okay? Now, will Megan sue somebody else? We'll have to see. Will she sue Akademiks? Will she sue Akademiks? Because I told y'all, the veracity of people like Akademiks, this lawsuit didn't do anything for them. I told y'all hours before this video came out. I told y'all some of these commentators, when they see how light Milagro got off, they're going to go even harder at Megan Thee Stallion. They're going to constantly say, sue me. Because they're going to be able to make money off a lawsuit. And I think Akademiks kind of just said it plain and clear for y'all. Oh, if she sues me, I'm going to make more money than she wins. And once again, if Milagro had millions of dollars to spend on a lawyer, who knows how this case goes? She was working with pro bono attorneys, and I think her attorney did a great job. But at the end of the day, I don't think it was the same as if she was using the Rock Nation lawyers like Megan Thee Stallion. And so if she was to sue a Joe Budden or a DJ Akademiks, it's going to look totally different. And I think some of her legal team is probably advising her not to sue certain people. I think she has some people on her list before Milagro Gramz, but I think Milagro was the win she thought she could get, and she got it. Milagro moving forward, though, this is a win for her. She's a household name now. I think she should look at how Tasha K handled her business after the lawsuit. Everything looked bigger and better. The background got better. The studio got better. The microphones got better. The hairstyles got better. That's what I want to see from Milagro. Get on camera. Get you a nice space to record videos in. Because let me tell y'all, when she comes back, the first show is going to do extremely well. But I think she'll be doing herself a disservice if she comes back the same way she was doing it before. It should look totally different. It should feel fresh and vibrant. It should feel like you're expecting millions of people to be paying attention now, because I think that's the position that she's in. She just has to execute it. Do some interviews. I'm sure there's some people who don't like Megan Thee Stallion who might do an interview with you now. Go do Tasha K. If Tasha K want to talk to you, Milagro, go talk to her. Get to the bag. Get to moving. Hell, if Armand Wiggins want to interview, go do another sit down with Armand Wiggins. I wouldn't shut down no opportunities. If I'm Milagro, I would be trying to make sure I extend this publicity that I got and sit down at as many places that will add to my brand. I'm not saying go sit down everywhere, but go to the places that will add to your brand. Go to the places with huge audiences if they want to talk to you and tell your side. And I'm not just here to talk about Milagro. Let's talk about Meg. I want to see Meg out of the drama. I don't know if she feels like she has a million scores to settle from the backlash of the Tory Lanez situation, but I want to see Meg happy. I want to see Meg making music. I don't want to see Megan sliding out of her position when it comes to the top female rappers, because that's what we're seeing. At this point, it's Nicki, Cardi, and Glorilla. Meg can be fourth or fifth only by name. I think Lotto is more consistent than Meg at this point. Hell, Ice Spice might be more consistent. But once again, Megan is happy in this relationship. She just won this lawsuit. Hell, she might take a break until the next lawsuit if she sues somebody else. So if you a Megan Thee Stallion music fan, I don't know when the next time y'all gonna see some Megan music, unless she capitalizes on this right now and tries to drown out all of the negativity with some new music. That's what I would do if I was Megan. I would drop some music, not an Instagram post with you showing off your core outfits. That's cute. But where's the content that made you who you are? Where's the music? That's why all of your fans is typing paragraphs in everybody comment section because of the music. Where's that? That's what the fans want. Can we get some of that? Because I was very disappointed in her album when I really think about it. And when I think about the content that she was talking about in Cobra, I wanted to see her get into Megan Pete. But she's still rapping about Megan Thee Stallion. And I know that just went over a lot of y'all heads. But you can't tell me you a Megan Thee Stallion fan and you feel like she's, told us her whole life story on music. She hasn't. All of this stuff she's supposedly going through, and she's talking about, I was going to psychologists and counselors. We ain't heard none of that in the music. The only thing we heard about was her relationship with Partisan Fontaine. Oh, and her beef with Nicki Minaj. Get back to the music, Meg, please. I'm not telling you to shut up and dribble, but, you know, eventually LeBron got to play some basketball, right? Let me know what y'all think about this. Like the video and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.